So in Maryland, you grew up in was it like a
all-black community?
All-black community.
You know, between my real dad and my mom, as a kid, I remember certain things that I felt a lot of kids shouldn't ever see. And asked myself, who are you? Why are you like this? It wasn't even allowed to show any type of vulnerability or cry. Like, when I was young, I wasn't thinking I'm an empath. I didn't even know what that was.
What made you discover that power? Because I like to call it power.
It's very much so power.
What do you mean regular?
I don't know. Like everyone that has a mom.
Like you did connect so many of the dots from your childhood to your parents to where you come from.
I just want to show that, you know, there's good women out there and beautiful women out there.
Talking about women.
Yeah. Y'all women got me like choking over here.
Oh my gosh, talking about women.
Hello guys, welcome to Nourish Podcast. For this week, we have, of course, a very interesting guest because within a mind of an artist, we get to dive deep into creativity, emotions, and transformation. What took an artist from where they were at to where they're at today? I am very pleased to introduce you to a very unique storyteller, Ray Champion.
Hello, Ray.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good.
It's good. It's good. Looking beautiful as always.
I know. I thought today I'll make some changes.
Okay.
So I wanted to start showing some of the outfits. Because if we're
Fashion.
going to do art,
Yeah.
we better show who we are, starting from the clothing.
Yeah. You know, it's a fashion. You got to make your fashion statement.
Yeah. How did you choose your outfit today?
By the weather.
Yeah.
So it was pretty, you know, it's a little cloudy outside. They said it was supposed to rain outside, so I wanted to make sure I was a little warm. I look cozy and comfortable. I like dressing comfortable as much as possible. So.
I didn't even see it was going to rain.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
But nah, we need it, right? We need this rain right now, you know, especially in LA.
After the fires.
The fires, it was kind of crazy, so God bless everybody for sure.
How did you experience that?
Like, what do you mean? Like, how did I experience?
Emotionally.
Emotionally, definitely. I'm an empath, so, you know, I just felt the whole energy. And then, you know, it's worse when we're on the social media and we're seeing all the bad stuff that's happening and all the people, you know, you actually, in real time, literally watching people lose their homes and people that's probably been like there for like years, right? Like just lose everything in a blink of an eye. So,
are you originally from LA?
I'm originally from Maryland on the East Coast.
What made you move to LA?
Music.
When was that?
I think I moved to LA officially like 2015. But I was commuting. I was staying in San Diego first.
Okay.
Like so, and then I was commuting. I started commuting because I worked with some producers named Mike and Keith, the Futuristics, and they gave me my first industry break, basically. So then I was like, man, I just need to move out here fully and make it happen.
So this is your 10 years.
Decade later.
Yeah.
A little bit more, really, you know. Been doing this for a while now, so I'm blessed, man. I'm happy about it. I don't regret nothing. I'm here for the journey and the process. So.
I want to say I really love your music.
Thank you.
I'll talk about it at the end and what I like about it and what's my favorite.
Yeah.
But first, I want to know, how hard was it when you started, and also what made you wanting to start music?
Oh, well, so in my household, played nothing but music. So a lot of R&B, rap, R&B. So it's my household that made me fall in love with music. Just the old 90s stuff back in the day. So I remember my pops always, he swear up and down he was Keith Sweat, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And like I remember every morning when he'll cook breakfast for everyone on Saturdays, he'll play like his Keith Sweat, the R. Kelly's, all the old school singers from back in the day. So and then
I could hear that in your music.
Yeah. Facts. I definitely try to implement those those elements for sure.
It's a little bit of R&B. It's a little bit old school.
Yeah.
It's a little bit soulful. I love how
More
you
soulful.
put women in it.
Oh yeah. I feel that's definitely my strong point when it comes to making music for women. And I feel that's where you win it as an artist. You got to make songs for the women, you know. So
Yeah,
I love women. So I feel a lot of the message I talk about is like the women I deal with, or in my past.
storytelling.
Just a lot of storytelling. Like, you know, if it was the intimate, like Japanese whiskey was like a, you know, true story. So
Okay, how was your relationship like with your mom?
it was regular, like, you know what I mean? Like,
What do you mean regular?
I don't know. Like everyone that has a mom, she was very loving.
Uh-huh.
She was a housewife, so
Okay.
she was always there.
Aw,
You
that's
know what I mean?
amazing.
Yeah, I'm a firstborn, so
How many siblings do you have?
I got 3 younger sisters.
You were raised around women. That's amazing. So the message that you want to convey through your music is just basically your stories.
Yeah. Yeah. I just want to show that, you know, there's good women out there and beautiful women out there. And there's women that probably will never mess with again.
Okay, well, thank you.
But yeah.
You want some water?
Yeah, that's why I was like, damn.
Talking about women.
Yeah. Y'all women got me like choking over here.
Oh my gosh, talking about women makes you feel that way.
But yeah, like that's definitely women's definitely prominent in my music. You know, I make LL Cool J is probably one of my favorite rappers too, because, you know.
Who is that?
LL Cool J,
Okay.
rapper from back in the day. He made a lot of his hit records for women, and that's his audience. That was his main audience. And to me, I'd rather have that too as my big audience.
I know.
You know, I'd rather have a sea of women in the front row screaming my name. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like men can't do the same thing, but
We need that.
no,
We need to feel loved.
I love the love, yeah.
Yeah, we need to feel loved.
Got you.
I think personally, I listen to a lot of different music
Yeah.
from different cultures and languages, and I feel like we need some love. You know, I'm a therapist, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So to me, I hear music in such a different way because I really like kind of scan not just the artist, but the music. I've done music myself.
Yeah.
I've done violin for 7 years, and it was like classic Arabic music. And now in my programs, I implement a lot of music. And what I wanted to say is, first of all, when I listened to your music, I was like, oh my gosh, like, is he mixed?
Right. Everyone thinks that.
And I'm like, can you tell me, like, are you mixed?
No, I'm full Filipino.
You're full Filipino.
Yeah, but my whole family's black and Filipino. So the man that raised me, my stepdad, but I consider him my pop. So he's black. He raised me since I was.
I see.
Yeah. So.
Oh my gosh, that's
so,
amazing.
Yeah, everyone thinks that. You know, when it comes to the music, I feel if you ain't never seen my face before, or you just heard the music, a lot of people swear up and down I was like a big black guy.
Like, that's literally what I thought. And I don't know if you guys heard his music or not, but like, that's what I felt the first time I heard it. And I was confused.
Yeah, a lot of
because
people,
I met you before I heard your music.
Yeah. Met you at the party.
So in Maryland, you grew up in was it like a
all-black community?
All-black community.
Yeah, for sure.
And you went to elementary school and like
school.
all-black community.
Yeah.
How was that growing up?
It was different. I definitely, it was different because I felt I got bullied, man. Like, you know, during that time because, you know, I was the only the Asian kid out there. So, definitely had to learn a lot of different, how to stand up for myself, basically. So, you know, it's just when I guess when you stand out and I don't know. I feel me being different during that time. You know, the girls was, you know, they liked me, so I guess the guys didn't like that.
There's always a positive point.
Yeah, but it actually taught me how to stand up for myself, how to fight. So, you know, that's when boxing came into my life. So,
when did you start boxing?
I started boxing, not like professionally, nothing, just learning how to like, because my pops during that time he was in the Marines, so he was always the tough. He was tough. He was like he was from Jersey, so he was always like, man, you end up going to the hospital, you better take somebody with you. He was that type.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I had to know how to stand up for myself. So that was cool because it gave me confidence when I learned how to fight.
So how well does that mixes up when, as you said, you're an empath?
I didn't really know I was an empath till later. Sometimes you can always feel stuff heavy and feel for people during that time. But when I was young, I wasn't thinking I'm an empath. I didn't even know what that was. But later down the line, I just feel for people. I can feel. I'm very big on energy, so I can feel when something's going on with somebody, and I love hearing people's stories and when they're going through something like it. It really touches me. Oh,
the mic, it's okay.
It really touches me. So I try to be very empathetic towards other people's feelings as much as possible because I know I'm very my energy is strong when I'm emotional, and it's hard for me to hide that. Even if I try to hide it, then people be like, "You hiding something."
And I don't think you should. No,
and I should, and I learned that down the line to be more, to find ways to have outlets to, to deal with these emotions. So I feel that's when like working out or boxing, like the physical aspect, and obviously you got the spiritual aspect you got to work on, like just learning how to just like stay calm and learn how to be quiet and just try to quiet your mind as much as possible and give yourself that time to reflect, a lot of self-inventory, and that type of stuff. So a lot, we got to work on ourselves like on a day in and day out.
I wonder, because I see a lot of, I don't know if you're familiar with this term, like toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
And you're just like describing your art outlet, which is music.
Yeah.
And you also talked about boxing.
Very therapeutic, both of them.
Both of them.
Yeah.
And so it's like, they're very different.
From each other.
But you seem like so confident in who you are. And like, what would you say to whether other artists or other men that, I talk a lot about the power of vulnerability, especially with men. I want to see, because some people think vulnerability is like negative.
Like a weak thing.
Like weak. What would you say?
I used to think that, like, I was younger, I was scared to show that vulnerability because, we come from them times where, men wasn't even allowed to show that. Especially the old school generation of men. Like, they wasn't even allowed to show any type of vulnerability or cry. Like, especially
with a dad that you said was in the Marines.
So
I'm sure you experienced it.
You know what? Yeah, I did, because I never really seen him vulnerable during those times. It was, I guess, I probably would, it was hard. When I think about it, I never really seen him vulnerable like that. Like
he never cried or expressed emotions.
I think, no, I feel I'm pretty sure he's cried and, he let us know about it, but not like physically. I probably never seen him like cry, So, but.
How about the affection? Like, was he affectionate?
Nah, he wasn't. I don't think my family was that affectionate like that. Even my mom's, like, she was affectionate to a certain degree. Her being a Filipino woman, she was affectionate to a certain degree. As when I was younger. As I got older, I guess it's just, gets a little,
You just started getting girlfriends.
Yeah, like, all right, mom, peace.
You're like,
if anything, I got to show the affection. Come here, mom. I miss you, so.
Yeah.
But I learned vulnerability isn't negative later down the line, and I use that as my music more.
What made you discover that power? Because I like to call it power.
It's very much so power, because that's not an easy thing to show from a man's side, especially. Because like I said, it's in our DNA not to show those vulnerabilities, because our job was to provide and to the protector. The women was more the vulnerability side. They were the nurturers, right? So, yeah, I feel the power is more, I didn't really get into that till I started noticing my favorite artists cry.
Who was it?
DMX. You know,
May he rest in peace.
yeah, you know, shout out to the big dog for real. At the end of his performances, he ends everything with a prayer.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll cry. He'll have the whole crowd crying. So me seeing that, I was like, this is, he was like the toughest rapper out there during that time, man. He was very aggressive. You know what I mean? So just seeing that, I was like, yo,
I like that.
I like that because you was making other people cry, feel you at that. Not just from the start of your aggressive tone, but when you made it so relatable at the end of your show that people needed a prayer.
So he showed his toughness. It's not like he didn't.
Yeah.
But then at the end, he allowed himself to show also.
He let it go.
Yeah.
Literally start
I
crying.
didn't know that.
You got up. I'm probably sure I have to show you a video or something. It's very powerful. Jay-Z talks about it.
Okay.
A lot. He talked about it. He's like, man, I hate to go right after DMX in the show because he'll kill it. And at the end of the show, he start praying. Everyone's crying. You're like, okay, now you're next. So that's kind of, like that's dope to hear that, you can see grown men talk about their vulnerability. So I feel a lot of rappers do that more now than before. But now it's a powerful thing. So when I started to incorporate those type of things into my music and speaking about certain things, and it's hard for me to do that in my music because I have to be in a certain state, I guess, to talk about certain things and to be creative at the same time, right? So you're emotional. I'm depressed. I'm in a dark state. But how do I, How do I transcend that into Pro Tools and then turn it into art to a point where people's like, oh, I felt that.
There's a sweet spot because you don't want to do it to a point where it's misinterpreted.
That you don't want to sound like you're preaching, too preachy, I guess you can say. There's a lot of the factors like that. But when me learning how to make records, how to put a song together, and learning how to use my inflections in my voice, how I'm feeling, I'll cry in front of the mic. You know what I'm saying? If I have to. I didn't say that right. I know I need to say this with a certain feeling. Or I need to, close my eyes right quick. Because a lot of the times, if I'm talking about certain things, I'll close my eyes in front of that mic so I can, turn on that light switch and get into that moment, that feeling. So yes, vulnerability is very powerful because when I put it into my music and people hear my music on those type of songs, they always tell me, I got goosebumps. I got chills, or I cry. I seen grown men cry to my music. So that's how I know I'm doing something right. And, music's meant to be felt, not heard.
Exactly.
So, when I figured that out, I knew that was a power name for me.
So I know each song has a story for you.
All the time.
Yeah, I want to know right now, what is next for you as an artist?
As an artist, this year I really want to focus, getting the business side straight, like getting a business team, per se, all honest truth. I feel I've been so focused independently on just being the creative. I got so much music, it's time for me to really just take it to the next level, do more performances and stuff like that as an artist. So, being an artist is not the easiest thing. You know that, like,
it's not.
That's like the hardest thing you could ever pick as a creative. So, any artist. So, it's the business side. I feel that's the next level. And just really showing people what I always feel like, music is like a show and prove. Like, I got something to prove, like unfinished business. So, in order for me to plateau to the next level, I guess you could say.
Yeah, and it's like, I know you said you started in 2015.
No, I didn't start music in 2015.
You didn't?
No, I've been doing music.
You just start releasing? Oh, okay.
No, I've been doing music for a long time since I was, a kid. So.
Okay.
But it's just as far as industry wise.
Okay.
Yeah, like for sure.
So you had to not only do music, that you had to learn all the other parts of the business and try to like learn what works best for you.
Yes.
And now you're like ready to delegate that basically.
Yes. You know, you have to.
Yeah.
You know, that is the music business, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta learn the business part. So yeah, that's the next level.
And that's amazing because then you can just focus on your part.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, like the business part, like I want to be part of everything. You know, trying to find people that can see that vision, I guess you can see the bigger picture, be on the same page. It's hard to find people like that. So, but I'm manifesting it. I'm putting it into the universe. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna come around this year. So I got a good feeling for this year.
Can I tell you what my favorite song is?
What's your favorite song?
Would you guess? Guess.
I don't know, because I think I got a good couple of songs out there. I don't know.
My favorite Japanese whiskey.
Japanese whiskey?
Yeah.
That's a vibe.
I love.
Why? What you like about it?
I think I like the vision.
Okay.
The music video.
Yeah.
First of all.
Shout out my boy Tommy Zimmerman, man.
Yeah.
Zimmer, the director. Yeah.
I think the music video just expressed the song even higher.
Wow.
The model in it too.
Shout out Rena.
And I am a big fan of multicultural blending.
Yeah.
Because we're in LA. And I think that being in LA, creating that song, being you as a multicultural person, you kind of like embraced every single angle of music, soulful music, like old school, but also like the artistic part. And then the role you played in your own music video, it showed your personality. And I think it's the kind of song that stuck in my head. It's like I would listen to it, for example. Now, when it came out, I listened to it and then I was just singing it.
Yeah.
That's when you know the song is good.
And it's catchy,
Yeah.
I'm very big on, I always want to make a lot of my records catchy, you know, people can sing along to. You know, because I always see myself, when I make records, it's like movie scenes. I always, you know, I can hear my songs in music scenes, you know what I mean? Or if I'm when I'm performing, I can be performing for 5 people. But to me, I'm seeing a sea of people in an arena singing my song back to me. You know what I mean? So
do you visualize the whole project before you even start creating the beats?
Sometimes. It depends. Because it can be it just depends. Do
you visualize the project prior to making it?
Sometimes. I don't visualize the project, but I know the texture, the tone I'm trying to go for.
Now let me ask you, what's your favorite of your own?
My own songs?
Yeah.
Wow. My favorite right now. It just all depends on my mood. Because I feel like I got a little bit of everything. I feel I got stuff, like you said, for the ladies. I got stuff.
Okay, right now what are you listening to?
Oh, man, I got my new single that I just put out.
Oh, I've seen it.
What's the Move?
Okay.
I feel that's a fun record right now.
Because you are on a new move. That's probably why.
2025, I'm not playing.
What's the move?
What's the move?
Yeah.
And I feel that's something that everybody talk about. You know, we all, you know, it's a hashtag. You know, that's what people say. You know, what we doing? What's the move? Like
exactly.
Yeah. That's the shout out to Chimchilla, man. Chimchilla did.
I know he's a good beat maker.
Yeah, he's super dope. But yeah, that record right there, it's fun. And I'm about to shoot the music video soon, so hopefully you can pull up. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's gonna be like I want to try to do like a black party type of thing. Everyone having fun, just having a good time. So.
And I'll be thinking about my move.
You gotta think about what kind of work.
I have.
Or you're just gonna be posing, whatever you're gonna do. You know, you just gotta make it look good.
Yeah, totally.
And have fun. I just want people to have fun. I just want to show that you can have a community of people, like a support and just like, and I think they're all friends. Like, yeah, we actually are. So that's why I wanted to make it, fun vibes. I feel a lot of my records are serious sometimes, so I want to have fun. Have fun on this one.
So, third part.
Yes, ma'am.
This is about mental health.
Okay, let's do it.
Have you ever tried therapy?
Somewhat, yeah.
How?
But not probably to a deep extent that I need to.
What kind?
Just regular talk, just I guess.
Well, yeah, that's...
Well, if you speak therapy, you mean
like psychotherapy?
Yeah, I haven't done no psychotherapy. Because when I'm thinking therapy, like music's therapeutic to me,
Okay.
boxing's therapy to me.
Okay. Okay.
But not the like your profession.
Do you know how when you're feeling anger or an emotion that you're the least comfortable with? First of all, do you have an emotion that you're least comfortable with?
Comfortable?
Least comfortable.
Least comfortable?
Yeah.
Emotion, least comfortable. Oh, man, I used to have a bad temper, so I'm not comfortable with that.
You said bad temper?
Yeah. It wasn't good. Blacked out, like for sure. Never was good. That was the deflect I felt too. That was like, instead of like really how to communicate with somebody, it was just more, so it was just screaming or something, or just, because I didn't want to like face the situation, I guess, as a man.
Mm-hmm.
So. And I felt that happened because growing up, I guess you can say, I seen some stuff. So, between my real dad and my mom as a kid, I remember certain things that I felt a lot of kids shouldn't ever see. But I feel a lot of, trouble homes go through that.
So if that's your least comfortable emotion, and
yeah,
it's so powerful
it's always,
that you're talking about it right now.
Yeah.
I think. So thank you.
Of course.
How did you cope with that when you felt that?
During that time, how did I cope with that? I don't know what I did. Whatever I did, I probably just swept it under the rug, which is bad. So it made it worse to a point.
Mm-hmm.
Something else happened, like pressure bust pipes. I'm keeping everything in. During that time, I wasn't focused on outlets of, okay, let me go to the gym.
Okay.
Let the stress out. Or, you know what I mean? Or I'm doing something else I'm not supposed to do. Yeah, drinking was probably like, for sure. Like, probably used liquor as my escape route. But not terrible where I became alcoholic or nothing like, but yeah. And sometimes I'll disappear and just cry to myself. As long as nobody's around, I can do that. I remember there was times where I look myself into the mirror and just cry. And ask myself, who are you? Why are you like this? Who said that? 50 Cent, he said being depressed is luxury.
True.
He said that's luxury if you being depressed.
True.
Because you don't have to do nothing.
Yeah.
But, you still got those responsibilities. You still got to hustle. You still got to grind and stuff. And, be that human, be that maturity aspect. You still got to take care of business at the end of the day.
I want to congratulate you because you've never done therapy.
Mm.
You have, you did connect so many of the dots from your childhood to your parents to where you come from.
Mm.
And still, you picked the route that's healthy, and you say outlet. So it's we did talk about vulnerability. So it's you allow yourself to feel, you allow yourself to be emotional, but now it seems like you know what to do with that.
Yeah.
Do you think you're hard on yourself?
Sometimes. I feel everybody is though. I feel we got to be. We got to be kind of hard on ourselves if we're not, But I feel that eases up down the line. I feel as you get older with an experience, learning how to just smile more. And me, that's the thing. Everything was a defense. So I used to walk around like I the hardest guy, like me, I don't have to do all that no more. I'm very comfortable with who I am and what I'm capable of doing to somebody if I feel disrespected. But that's the last thing I want to do to anybody is hurt somebody.
Do you feel that's acting?
Yeah, in a way.
It's like you're wearing a protective.
Yeah, exactly.
coat.
It's a show.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
That's how I see it too.
You know, it's not.
And it is a coping mechanism.
You know, but when I learn how to smile more, joke and just laugh more, it helps. It's like, man, I can't take this too seriously. You know what I mean? I don't like being in a depressive state for too long. It's not good. It's not healthy.
Do you spend a lot of time by yourself?
Yeah. Solitude is big for me. Very, very big. So, you know, but I notice, like, if I don't want to talk to nobody, which is a bad thing too sometimes, because I'll write it in a note, like on Instagram, or you say, you could have told me that in my face. Sometimes I didn't feel like doing that.
Yeah.
I wanted you to read it somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But
the point is, I did not feel like talking.
Yeah. So I had to express it in a whole different way, or I'm putting it in my music. This is how I felt.
Yeah.
So it's just different ways. You know, you just got to get to know yourself. And you know what? I'm depressed right now. So, you know, solitude is the best key for me right now. I need to be away from people. I didn't go by the ocean. I'm a Pisces, so I need to go buy some water. Yeah. Let the frequencies of the wave just heal me right quick, make me reset, and stuff like that. Smoke me a nice little blunt or something, and just to calm my mind, calm my nerves, and just reflect. You know, like I said, a lot of self-inventory and what can I do better? But that takes a lot of self-accountability, a lot of like maturity.
I like that.
You know, just to acknowledge those. So, like I said, it took me a while just to even get to this point. I'm still working on myself. I'm definitely not a perfect human being. Nobody is. I feel why people probably gravitate to me is my imperfections, and I'm not afraid to show them, I guess. You know?
You did say depression is a luxury.
Yeah.
And you did say you spend a lot of time for yourself, with yourself. What advice would you give people or young men or young artists to find that sweet spot between finding time for yourself, but also not too long to let it control you?
My advice would be roll with the punches. Roll with the punches and don't afraid to swing back when you have to. You have to fight. You know what I mean? I feel, well, you know, you're going to be at war with yourself every day. That person in the mirror that you look at every day is your worst enemy. So your mindset is what you have to train. But you have to know what you're looking for. But that comes within time, within personal experience. So like I said, my advice is roll with the punches. Because it's always gonna, you know what I mean? Life's gonna hit us all the time. And it's temporary. It's not permanent.
I like that.
Don't think it's a permanent thing. You know, this will pass, you know?
Well, thank you so much for coming, sharing your energy here in my space.
Yes.
As an artist.
Yes.
Because you have such a beautiful soul.
Thank you.
And I cannot wait to see your next move.
Yeah, it's going to be big.
I know.
Whatever it is, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Nora.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big dog. Woof.
Yeah.